Who would have believed that Halo Infinite would have given Destiny 2 a run for its money? It's very clear that the old man in the business, the old veteran himself, Master Chief, is showing this young buck how to do it. That is Destiny 2. And then we'll look at how an 11-year-old console, yes, we will look at how an 11-year console is doing some things better than the PlayStation Portal. How embarrassing. Sony, you should be ashamed. We'll talk about that and more. So it's only right that I say this. Let's get ready to rumble.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. First up, we have the potato himself, the blue rubber, the PlayStation Portal. After getting, robbing the PlayStation community of its money and getting a number of so-called great reviews from some sketchy websites, we have the PlayStation Portal versus one of the worst commercial console ever released from Nintendo. That is the Wii U. Richard Ledbetter from Digital Foundry gave the PlayStation Portal a review. And in that review, he compared some aspects of the PlayStation Portal to the Wii U. Let's listen carefully at some of his pros, some of his cons, and let's discuss it. And let's see how the Wii U really shamed the PlayStation Portal.
Just to say that, well, PlayStation Portal, it's a nicely presented remote play device, but at the heart of it, it is still using remote play. And in that sense, I can't help but feel a bit disappointed.
So right off the rip, Richard is saying here that he is disappointed in the PlayStation Portal. I know the PlayStation community hold Digital Foundry to a high esteem, as they would have, gave them a lot of praise when comparing Xbox to PlayStation. So let's see what is he disappointed about. Continue.
Let's talk positives first. The full DualSense experience does set this apart from other remote play experiences. The haptics are just as good as the standard controller, as are the adaptive triggers. And that's because it is a DualSense controller, basically. Screen is an OLED loveliness, but I have few complaints with it as LCDs go. It's bright, it's vibrant, it's attractive, but, well, there are issues here, and maybe they'll matter to you, maybe they won't, but let's get into it.
So he said one of the positives is this is a remote play device that gives you the functionality of the PlayStation Sense controller. But that is not better than a person using their iPhone and using a regular PlayStation DualSense controller and playing it. It's cheaper, they're using the phone that they already have, and they are using the controller that they already had from the PlayStation 5. So the phone controller scenario is way better. Continue.
Even in best case scenarios, there seem to be frame dropping issues on the device. There are some problems with image quality, even in the best case scenarios, even though I would say that when it is working, it's not bad. The lag is going to be an issue if you are sensitive to it. It essentially takes us back to the days before game mode or low latency mode was a thing on living room screens. There's also limitations in use case scenarios to consider. The Portal is all about taking PlayStation 5 gaming away from the living room display, but to keep image quality up and latency as low as it will go, you kind of need to be in the vicinity of your router.
So finally, someone who the PlayStation community trusts is telling them as it is. This console have lag, frame drops, and resolution problem. And in order to get a good playthrough, you need to be tied to a router, or as he said in his English voice, a router. Continue.
Which in turn should be wired up to your PlayStation 5, which means that the console in turn needs to be within close proximity to your router. I can't help but think that a direct connection mode could have cut out the middleman and ensured you wouldn't have needed to attach it to the router at all. This may of course limit actual online connectivity for the console, mind you, as the PlayStation 5 would still need some sort of connection to the internet for downloading, multiplayer, that sort of thing. But again, that highlights that remote play was never really designed for a bespoke peripheral like the PlayStation Portal. It was always a value-added feature. We know that second screen gaming can be faster and more responsive because, well, crushingly, the Wii U gamepad did it 11 years ago.
What a disrespect. To believe he's saying that, remote play was never designed for a peripheral like the PlayStation Portal. And a matter of fact, he said that he know that second screen could be more responsive and better because the Wii U did it 11 years ago. We are not talking about what the PlayStation Portal is doing, which is pumping out a 720p image or a 1080p image. We are talking about the responsiveness of the second screen. It is done better on the Wii U. That is a shame on Sony, and to believe Sony fans are spending $200 for this. What a robbery.
And yeah, while the stream there was 480p, it's pretty much pristine. Almost native quality, I'd say, something that the PlayStation Portal doesn't quite pull off. Yes, it's pushing a higher resolution, but in 11 years, Wi-Fi protocols have evolved significantly. I can't help but feel that the Portal should be giving the user more information on the quality of the experience, along with tools to improve it. The whole system is built around the concept of plug and play, that your Wi-Fi setup is automatically good enough. And well, I'd say that there's no guarantee of that at all.
So according to Richard Ledbetter from Digital Foundry, when it comes to the console that is faster and more responsive, it is none other than the Wii U. The PlayStation Portal cannot keep up with the responsiveness of the Wii U. What a shame. An 11-year-old console is beating the PlayStation Portal, the PlayStation Potato, hands down. So the winner, without a doubt, is the Wii U. So let me hear what you think about all what was said concerning, how fast and how responsive the Wii U is compared to the PlayStation Portal. Let me know what you think about it in the comment sections below. Next up, we have a face-off between Destiny 2 and Halo Infinite. A year or two ago, one would say, well, without a doubt, Destiny 2 would win. Well, you just might be shocked. You see, Halo used to be the best shooter in the world. Halo was on top of its game in the early 2000s. Still is the most popular franchise on an Xbox. But because Halo and the studio that has Halo now, which is 343, did not adapt well to the Fortnite crowd or to the Call of Duty crowd, Halo really did struggle in this generation. It did see some initial success by getting 20 million concurrent players. However, that has, dipped as the years went on. Destiny 2, however, is the king of the hill in our generation. It, used to be, I would say used to be because you will see why, a really big shooter for Bungie. But ever since Sony bought Bungie, things for Destiny 2 started to go downhill. Let's look and see some shocking news of what recently happened concerning Destiny 2 and Halo.
Halo Infinite passes Destiny 2 on Xbox's most played games list in the US. Microsoft's live service shooter seems to finally be on the up and up. At the time of writing, Halo Infinite has surpassed Bungie's space fantasy looter shooter Destiny 2 on the official most played Xbox games list in the United States, with the former at number 16 and the latter now at number 17. This is the first time I've seen this happen since the launch period for Microsoft and 343 Industries live service apps in late 2021, and it's indicative of the improved success that Halo Infinite is currently enjoying. The increase in player interest is owed to Season 5, Reckoning, which kicked off last month on October 17th. By far, its most exciting addition is the power to create custom PvE experiences by plonking down campaign AI in Forge. On top of that, though, there's a pair of new arena maps, fresh forge canvases and items, the return of the favorite Halo 4 mode extraction, deploy and protect extraction sites to score points, and more, including Master Chief's armor as a reward for reaching hero rank and the ability to earn Battle Pass XP in custom games. Oh, and you can finally wear any helmet on any armor core. Let me do that with all my armor, please. It's all great stuff, and there's more coming too. An official King of the Hill-based firefight mode is slated to come before the season ends on January 30th, as is a shield and vehicle regenerating equipment piece called the Repair Field. There's also a pair of operation events, one of which is active from now until December 19th and features 20 tiers of free rewards to earn, as well as a Halo 3 refueled matchmaking playlist with community-made remakes of beloved Halo 3 maps.
So Halo is killing it. Who would have thought Halo would have passed Destiny 2? Yes, they cannot stop the old veteran.
Me a the old veteran, me a the old veteran. Old veteran, me a the old veteran. Boom!
So it's looking like, Halo is really gaining its stride with this Season 5. All 343 need to do is continue this momentum, continue doing what they need to do, and just now Halo would have a good player base, a good fan base to continue making Halo stay alive. So this is a very good news here for the Halo Infinite community. Halo has passed Destiny 2. Destiny 2, since Sony acquired them, is going down and down and down. It appears that Sony cannot manage the studios that they have. Who would have thought about it? Who would have think that Sony was this terrible managing new studios that came their way? But let me hear what you think about all the news we spoke about today. We saw that the PlayStation Portal is without a doubt one of the worst made peripherals Sony ever thought about, because if Wii U could beat it in some aspects, it's crazy. And then we spoke about how the Halo is beating Destiny 2. Halo is coming back ready to fight them. But let me hear what you think about all of this news. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.